Hello everyone, welcome to commercial arithmetic class. So in today's video we will solve some more problems on logarithm. So the first problem for today is find the value of 7th root of 1 upon 1.236 using logarithm. So the first step is to consider the given value to be calculated as x, that is x is equal to 7th root of 1 upon 1.236. So the next step is taking logarithm on both the sides. So log x is equal to log of this term, and now we know by the law of logarithm that nth root of m is equal to log m upon n. So here small n is 7 and m is 1 upon 1.236. So using that law, that is the fourth law of logarithm, we can rewrite this step as log of 1 upon 1.236 upon 7. So now look at this m term. So this is of the form m upon n, and we can use the second law, that is log m upon n can be written as log m minus log n. So log 1 minus log 1.236 whole divided by 7. So log 1 is 0. So we'll get it as minus log 1.236 whole divided by 7. So this can be rewritten as minus 1 upon 7 into log of 1.236. So this is for your convenience. We can rewrite this step as whole divided by 7 can be written as 1 upon 7 into log of 1.236. So the minus term is over here. So the log of 1.236 is, I hope now you guys are familiar with calculating the logarithm value, that is check in logarithm table the value of 12 under 3 with mean difference 6. So you'll get it as 0.0920. So here characteristic is 1 in this term. So the final answer is 0.0920. So this after simplification, that is you have to multiply by minus 1 by 7. So you'll get the answer as minus 0.0131. So in this step we have written minus 0.0131 as 1 minus 0.0131 minus 1. So you are adding and subtracting minus 1. So we are doing this because it will be easy to calculate the anti-logarithm of this value instead of this value. So to get this value, we are adding and subtracting 1. So therefore 1 minus 0.0131 is 0.9869, and this minus 1 is as it is, and then from characteristic subtracting the characteristic and simplifying, you'll get the answer as bar 1.9869, that is minus 1.9869. So we had seen such type of addition subtraction in the previous classes, so go through those videos if you find some difficulties. So now we got log x is equal to minus 1.9869. So to obtain the value of x, we have to take antilog So therefore antilog of minus 1.9869 is 0.9703. So I hope you guys know how to find out the anti-logarithm. Let us check for the value of 98 and 6 with mean difference 9 in anti-logarithm table. So this is how you calculate such type of problems. So here the important thing to note is this step, that is you have to add and subtract to obtain it in an easy format. So the next problem is a similar type which I want you guys to solve. Let us find the value of 7th root of 1 upon 4.12 using logarithm. So the next problem is find the value of 2.41 into cube root of 1.24 whole divided by square root of 0.70 using logarithm. So as usual, the first step is consider the given term as x and then take log on both the sides. So we'll get it as log of x is equal to log of the term. So now here this is in the form of m upon n. So you can use the second law. So you'll get it as log of m minus log of n. So using the second law we have obtained this step, and now note that again this is of the form log of m into n, which can be written as log of m plus log of n. So this is log of m plus, here the nth term is again in the form of nth root of m. So you can write it as 1 upon 3 into log of 1.24 using the fourth law, and this is again by using the fourth law we can write it as minus 1 upon 2 into log of 0.70. Here 0.70 is your m and small n is 2. If nothing is mentioned, that is square root, so it means your small n is 2. So using your fourth law we have obtained this step. So the final step is log 2.14 plus 1 upon 3 into log of 1.24 minus 1 upon 2 into log 0.70. So now you find out the log values of all these terms using the logarithm table. So the next steps are just the simplifications. So log 2.14 is 0.3820 plus 1 by 3 into log of 1.24 is 0.0934 minus 1 upon 2 into log of 0.7 is minus 1.8451. So now the next simplification is the first term is as it is. So here divide this term by 3. So I'll get it as 0.0311. So here in this step this is of the form 1.8451 divided by 2. So to simplify this you can check the videos where we had solved the division of logarithm. So using that technique we have to simplify this step. So for one problem I have shown the method. So here this term can be written as bar 2 plus 1.451 and whole divided by 2 is as it is. So now add these two terms, so you'll get it as 0.4131, and this term is after simplification you will get it as bar 1.9225, that is bar minus 2 upon 2 plus 1.8451 upon 2. So this is bar 1 plus, and you divide this using your simple calculator, and whatever value you will get you have to add. So that will be your value. So now again simplify this step, that is by usual subtraction, and you'll get it as log x is equal to 0.4906. To obtain the value of x, we have to take the antilog. Therefore x is equal to antilog of 0.4906, and your final answer is 3.094. So the next problem is find the value of cube root of 4.17 into square root of 0.0321 whole divided by 0.372 using logarithm. So you guys work it out in the similar way. So here the first step would be take the second law, that is log m upon n, and for the numerator again you have to take the first law, that is log of m into n, and for this term take the fourth law and simplify. So the next problem is find the value of 7th root of 1 upon 0.8176 into 36.2 using logarithm. So the first step is consider the given term as x and then take log on both the sides, and here use the fourth law of logarithm, that is here your small n is 7 and this term is m. So log of m upon 7, so upon 7 is nothing but 1 into 7, sorry. So this term you can even write it as log of this upon n, that is 7. Log of m upon 7, also this is equal to 1 upon 7 into log of m. So you can write it in any way, but writing like this will be convenient. So therefore 1 upon 7 into log of 1 divided by 0.8176 into 36.2, and now again this is of the form m upon n, which can be written as log of m minus log of n, and here log of m, that is log of 1, is 0. So log of the next term would be minus log of n, that is minus log of 0.8176 into 36.2. So therefore there is a minus sign over here, and again this is of the form m into n, use the first law, therefore you'll get it as minus 1 upon 7 into log of 0.8176 plus log of 36.2. Find the log values of 0.8176 and 36.2. So you'll get it as bar 1.9125 plus 1.5588. So using the simple addition you will get it as minus 1 upon 7 into 1.4713, and the final answer is minus 0.2101. Now again in this step add and subtract minus 1, and the final answer is bar 1.7899. So solve this similarly like we solved the first problem of today's class. In the usual way you solve it. So therefore x is equal to antilog of bar 1.7899, and the antilog of this term is 0.6165. Therefore, the final answer is 0.6165. So let's see another problem of the similar kind, that is, find the value of square root of 0.00271 into cube root of 41.8 whole divided by 0.612 using logarithm. So again, the first step is consider the given term as x and take log on both the sides, and again the given term is of the form m upon n, and here m is of the form nth root of m, so use the fourth law and you'll obtain this term, and this is simplified as 1 upon 3 into log of 41.8 minus log of 0.612. So you have used all the three laws, that is first law, second law and the fourth law. And now find out the log value of 0.00271, that is, check for 27 under 1 in logarithm table, and here for the characteristic part you can see this is less than unit, so the characteristic will be negative, and since there are two zeros, the value of characteristic is -3. So similarly obtain the logarithm value of 41.8 and 0.612 and then simplify, which I have done. So here for this step again use the division of logarithm method, that is, you can write 3.4330 as -4 plus 1.433 whole divided by 2. So using this you simplify and you'll get the answer as bar 2.7165 plus 0.404 minus bar 1.7868, and again simplify. The final answer is minus 1.4701. So x is equal to antilog of bar 1.4701 and the final answer is 0.2951. So now let's see another set of examples. So these type of examples may be asked for 2 marks. So this is a simple problem. The question is, if log 8 is equal to 0.9031, then find log 2. So here you have to use even the concept of indices. So they have given log 8 value. You have to find out log 2 value. So we know that 8 can be written as 2 cube. So even 8 can be written as 4 into 2. There are many ways how an 8 can be written. That is, 8 can be written as 1 into 8 or 16 divided by 2 or 4 plus 4. But you can't take these because in the question they have asked to find out log 2. So check the way that 8 can be represented in terms of 2. So we know that 2 cube is 8. So log of 2 cube is nothing but log 8. So the value of right hand side is the same, that is 0.9031. And here we can use the third law of logarithm. So using that we can write it as 3 into log of 2. So the RHS is as it is, and therefore log 2 is nothing but 0.9031 divided by 3. So when the 3 in the left hand side goes to the right hand side, it's multiplication over here. So when you take it to right hand side, it will be the division. So therefore log 2 is equal to 0.9031 divided by 3, and log 2 is 0.3010. So this is how you have to solve these kind of problems. Check for the values which can be rewritten the given term and then simplify. So now let's see some other problems. So the next problem is, if log 5 is equal to 0.6990 and log 3 is equal to 0.471, then find log 15, log 150, log 45, log 12.5, log 75 and log 135. So here they have given the values of log 5 and log 3. So let's see the first sub question, that is, using the given terms you have to find out log 15. So 15 can be written as 5 into 3, that is 5 3s are 15. So we know the value of log 5, we know the value of log 3. And log 15 is rewritten as log of 5 into 3, and using the first law this can be written as log of 5 plus log of 3. We know the log of 5 and log of 3 values, so add it. Therefore log 15 is equal to 1.1761. So the next sub question to find out is log of 150. So log of 150 can be rewritten as log of 15 into 10, and again using the first law we can write it as log of 15 plus log of 10, and here we have obtained the log 15 value, that is 1.761, plus we know that log of 10 is 1. So how to calculate this is a raised to x is equals to n. So check the first class of logarithm. In a table we have seen the values of log of 10, 100, 1000 all. So you can obtain that using this formula, that is using the definition of logarithm. Also here in this step we have already previously calculated log of 15, so we are directly using that answer. If not, again 15 can be written as 5 into 3. So 150 can be written as 5 into 3 into 10. So then using the law you can write it as log of 5 plus log of 3 plus log of 10. So because we have already calculated log of 15, we have taken 150 as 15 into 10. So then add this term. So the answer of log of 150 is 2.1761. So the third question, sub question is log of 45. So now log of 45 can be rewritten as log of 9 into 5, and we know that 9 is nothing but 3 square. Because we know the value of log 3, we can rewrite 9 as 3 square. So again using the first law we can write this term as log of m plus log of n, and here this term we have used the third law. So we have got 2 into log 3 plus log 5. So we know the log 3 value, substitute and then simplify. So log 45 is 11.6532. So always try to reduce the given question to the form that the values you have, that is for 5 and log 3 here is mentioned. So always try to reduce the given question into the form of log of 5 and log of 3. So that's the main step in these types of question. So the next sub question is log of 12.5. So 12.5 is rewritten as 125 upon 10. So using the second law, again you can rewrite as log of 125 minus log 10, and 5 cube is 125, and again using the third law we can write it as 3 into log 5, and log 10 is 1, and we know the log 5 value, and simplify. Therefore log of 12.5 is 1.0970. So for the remaining two values, that is for log 75 and log 135, you guys work it out. So the next question is, if log 2 is equal to 0.3010, then find log 3.2. So they have given log 2 and you have to find out the value of log of 3.2. So 3.2 can be written as 32 upon 10, and 2 raised to 5 is 32. So using these you try to simplify this problem. So the next question is, if log 3 is equal to 0.4771, then find the value of log 81. So just like this problem, try to solve the 20th problem. So the next problem is, if log 38.7 is equal to 1.5888, find the value of log 0.00387. So here they have given the value of 38.7 and they have asked the value of log 0.00387. So we know that 38.7 divided by 10,000 is 0.00387, and again using the second law we can rewrite it as log of 38.7 minus log of 10,000, and we know that log of 10,000 is 4 and log of 38.7 is given. Therefore the final answer is minus 3.5888 or bar 3.5888. So here are another set of examples. So the question is, without referring to logarithm tables, find the value of 3 into log 3 plus 6 into log 2 whole divided by 3 into log 12. So in the first step, this term can be written as log of 3 cube. So using the third law, so here you have to go in a reverse manner. So log 3 cube plus log 2 raised to 6, again by using the third law, log 2 raised to 6 whole divided by log 12 cube. So using the third law of logarithm, that is log of m raised to n can be written as log of n into log of m. So using that law we have rewritten the given term as log 3 cube plus log 2 raised to 6 whole divided by log 12 raised to 3, and simplify these values. So in the next step we'll get it as log 27 plus log 64 whole divided by log 1728, and again in the numerator this is of the form log m plus log n, which can be written as log of m plus n, that is log of m into n can be written as log of m plus n. So here you have to decode, that is you have to go in the reverse order. So the numerator would be log of 27 into 64 whole divided by log of 1728. So 27 into 64 is log of 1728 divided by log of 1728. So the final answer is 1. So you can see, without using the logarithm table, we have obtained the value. The next problem is, if 1 plus x whole raised to 20 is equal to 1.8734, then find the value of x. So even these type of problems are important. So here you have to find out the value of x. So the first step is take log on both the sides. So log of 1 plus x whole raised to 20 is equal to log of 1.8734. So this, using the third law, you can write it as 20 into log of 1 plus x is equal to, so using the logarithm table, find the value of log 1.8734. So that is 0.2726. So therefore log of 1 plus x is equal to 0.2726 divided by 20. So thus 20 goes to the right hand side. We will get it as divided by 20. So therefore log of 1 plus x is equal to 0.01363. So now 1 plus x is equal to anti-log of 0.0163, that is, taking log to the right hand side is nothing but to get the anti-log. Therefore the anti-log of this term is 1.031. That is 1 plus x is equal to 1.031, but you want the value of x. So therefore x is equal to 1.031 minus 1. So this 1 goes to the right hand side, so it will be minus 1. So therefore the value of x is 0.031. So this is a easy problem. So first, the given equation, you have to take log on both the sides, and then using the third law of logarithm, simplify the given term and find the log value of this term, and then find out the anti-logarithm to get the final answer. So the next set of problems is, show that log of 75 upon 16 minus 2 log of 5 upon 9 plus log of 32 divided by 243 is equal to log 2. So the question will be without referring the logarithm table. Show that this value is equal to log 2. So let's consider the first term. Let's go step by step. So log 75 upon 16. So here 75 can be written as 3 into 25, and 25 can be written as 5 square. So 16 in the denominator can be written as 2 raised to 4. So in this term, in this type of problem, try to rewrite the terms in some simple way and in terms of the same numbers. That is, here you can see this is 5 and here 9, which is multiple of 3, and 32 is multiple of 2. So try to rewrite all the terms in terms of 3, 5 and 2, so that the simplification will be easy. So therefore log 75 upon 16 can be written as log of 3 into 5 square upon 2 raised to 4. So now using the laws of logarithm, simplify these terms. So this first thing is, this is of the form m upon n. So using the second law and the first law, we will get it as log of 3 plus, here using the third law, we'll get it as 2 into log 5 minus 4 into log 2. So all the first three laws are used. So now try to solve the second term, that is 2 into log of pi by 9. So 9 can be rewritten as 3 square, and using the second law we can write it as 2 into log of 5 minus, and using the third law we can write it as 2 into log 3. So log of 3 square is written as 2 into log of 3. And now multiply 2 on both the sides. So we'll get it as 2 log 5 minus 4 log 3. So we are done with the second term. Now the last term, that is log 32 upon 243. So we know that 2 raised to 5 is 32 and 3 raised to 5 is 243. Therefore log of 32 upon 243 can be rewritten as log of 2 raised to 5 upon 3 raised to 5. And then again using the second and the third law, this step is obtained, that is 5 into log of 2 minus 5 into log of 3. So now substitute all the values in the given equation, that is this term and this final term. So therefore log of 75 upon 16 minus 2 into log of 5 upon 9 plus log of 32 upon 243 is log of 3 plus 2 into log of 5 minus 4 into log of 2. And for this term, that is, write this step. So it is, there is a minus sign, therefore minus 2 log 5, and this minus and that minus will be plus. So you will get it as plus 4 into log 3 plus, write this term, that is 5 log 2 minus 5 log 3. So now the final step is to simplify. So here check for the common terms. So first check for all the log 3 values. So log 3 plus 4 times of log 3 is 5 times of log 3, and 5 log 3 minus 5 log 3 is 0. Now the next step is check for log 5 values. So 2 log 5 and minus 2 log 5. So this term is done, and now check for log 2 values. Therefore 5 log 2 minus 4 log 2 is nothing but log 2. So you can see we got the answer, that is log 2. So if you are perfect, you can directly come to the step, or else try to simplify using step by step. So the main method is to rewrite the given terms in a simple format. So solve this problem similarly, that is, show that log of 81 upon 16 minus log of 8 upon 9 plus log of 128 upon 243 is equal to log 3. So here try to simplify the terms with log 2, log 3. So 81 can be written as 3 raised to 4 and 16 can be written as 2 raised to 4, and 8 as 2 raised to cube, and 3 raised to square, and try to solve similarly. So with this we complete the first unit of commercial arithmetic, that is indices and logarithm. So in the question papers from logarithm you may get 1 or 2 questions in section A, that is for 2 marks, and 1 question in section C, that is 15 marks. So about indices I have said at the last class of indices the question paper pattern. So for logarithms you may get 2 questions or 1 question from section A and 1 question from section C. So I hope you guys have understood the indices and logarithms. Try to work out more problems, and if you have any questions you can ask me. So in the next class we will move to the second unit, that is ratio and proportion. So that's it for today's class. Thank you.